everybody in my Facebook group, almost everybody, loves Calendly. Okay. There's no fuss setting up it's a scheduling software of some sort. You send your calendar to the candidate. She can see all of your open times. She doesn't have to quibble with you. She picks her time, signs herself in. Everybody thinks it's great. And then Gavin surprised me and says, that's not good. It's not good to over automate, and that's over automation. Recruiting is based on building relationships, like everybody always says. Okay. And here they're getting rid of the opportunity to be in touch with the candidate. I thought that was an interesting argument. I'll pass it over to him. Go ahead. You want to talk about that?
Well, it's quite simple. Any single touch point you've got, you're going to talk part of the time specifically about, for example, organizing an interview, for example, about a job, whatever it is. But then around that, you're going to have moments where you're going to get to know the person better. And very important, they are going to get to know you better. They're going to see your professionalism. They're going to see you're human. They're going to see that you care about them and really are out there to get them that job. And those touch points are absolutely crucial. If they're just dealing with an email coming in or going out, that might have gone to their spam, by the way, you're not actually giving them any kind of a special experience in the whole process.
Yeah, but setting up interviews, it's more like nagging somebody lots of times. You have to, go back and forth, I don't know. This way they just see the big picture right off the bat, and they pick the time.
It shouldn't take that many times. I mean, realistically, you ask for a number of different times and brackets when they're available, and that should be enough. But you've got one touch when you call them, then you go to the client, extra touch for the client, and then once you got confirmation, either you use the opportunity to go back to the candidate for a second time, even though often that's not necessary, you just send a mail. But sometimes you say, yeah, I just want to confirm, and then you check something else. For example, the whole story now about ghosting. Imagine you spoke to the candidate this morning. They might have been approached by 2 other recruiters. And then you get the feedback from the client, and then you call them again that evening, and the interview's the next day. You can use that opportunity again to brief the candidate, to make sure nothing else has come in the meantime that might mean that they disappear, that they haven't warned their boss yet, and that they're already working on a counter offer. All this thing is getting information, building that relationship, ABC, closing the candidate into this role.
Okay, I found it interesting. I will say, I'll note that apparently some candidates don't like scheduling software. They feel like you're too cold. But I think they're the rare one.